Hello, my dolls. Welcome back again to Feminine Touch. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if this is not your first time here, welcome back, my doll. I hope you dolls are having an amazing day, because I know I am. So, my dolls, I did put up a poll on my community page, and I put up 2 topics that I'll be speaking on. You amazing dolls, majority of you amazing dolls chose this topic I'm about to cover as the one you would like to listen to first. So here it is. And for people who don't know, the topic is how to stay consistent in your femininity. So if this is something you're really interested in, stay tuned. So my dolls, the first thing on the list here is be clear on what you want. I cannot stress this enough. I feel like I've said it in most of my episodes. This is really important. If you are not clear on exactly the kind of woman you want to be, you will see no results. Because I remember when I first started my feminine journey, I just wanted to be feminine. It was a look for me, I just saw woman. I just saw how she carried herself. It was Marilyn Monroe, how she just carried herself, how she spoke, everything, and I was just so mesmerized, and I was like, this is who I aspire to be. And then I started, I was like, okay, let me try and talk like her, let me move like her, I was just trying to do, I kind of say it as bypassing. So I just bypassing the actual work needed to be done and just cosplaying as a feminine woman. And of course it didn't work. It worked for a while, not for a while. It was okay, great, I'm enjoying this, but the kind of results I really wanted to feel, which was inside, I really wanted to feel like that woman, because I started looking like her. So I started dressing the part, trying to talk the part. I never really felt it in depthly, which I feel is what most of you want to feel. You want to feel this an actual feminine woman deep down inside, and not just look like one but not feel like one. So in order to really go into that place where you feel like one, you look like one, you need to be very clear on what you want. Bring out a piece of paper, sit down by yourself, take 10 to 30 minutes and just really think about what exactly it is you like about a role model or someone you aspire to be. Because I also stress on I think it's my previous episode, or I can't remember the one, but I'll tag it up, about how it's very important to have role models. So if you do have role models, sit down at first. If it's really hard for you to describe the kind of woman you want to be, then just sit down and write the characteristics of the kind of woman you want to be. So if you have your role models, okay, Marilyn Monroe, I like the way she moves, I like the way she talks, her voice, how she moves, how she's charming, just small things. Oh, I like her hair, I like how she dresses. It could be just look for the tiniest details in all your role models and just write down the things you like about them, that you will like to be yourself. So it's very important to write down and be very specific. I need it to be really specific, down to the hair, the makeup, the perfume, what she eats, what she watches, who she's around, where she parties, where she eats, where she hangs out, what she watches, how she dresses, how she talks. It has to be really specific, because how on earth are you gonna fulfill a goal or a desire when you don't even know what destination to go to? It's you trying to go somewhere where you don't know the destination. How would you even know the route or the map to take? So it's really important that we have to be clear, because this is the first thing I feel most people struggle on in their femininity journey, because they're not really clear on what they want. It's just a very subconscious idea they have, but once you put it consciously down, write it down, you're really focused, then your brain will start thinking of how to achieve that goal. So my loves, if you have not done this yet, you need to do this now or today. Also, the second thing is to surround yourself with things that are in alignment with your new personality. So, at first, we have written down what everything we want, the characteristics, how she is, how she eats, and everything. And then the next thing is to ensure that everything in your environment aligns with that new personality. If, for instance, you say, oh, she wears more dresses or she wears more skirts, and then you look in your wardrobe and you mostly have pants or, like jeans and things like that, how, that doesn't correspond to the new personality you're trying to bring in. Another example is if you maybe wrote down she eats in a very healthy way, she meal plans, she's very organized, but then you go into your kitchen and you literally just have junk. That doesn't align with your new personality now, does it? We have to really be very conscious and very what's the word? We have to be very conscious and very, I want to say strict for the lack of a better word, about what exactly we're surrounding ourselves with. If anything, and I say this, say no to anything that is not in alignment with your new personality. If this dress is not in alignment, give it out or throw it away if it's bad. If this makeup palette is not good, give it out. Like, really be strict and hard on yourself and really be serious on this new personality you're trying to bring in. Because if you're like, because then you'll be sending like double binding messages to yourself and to your brain. Because you writing down, oh, I'm gonna eat very clean now, it's gonna be more vegetables and meat and more protein, and then you open your fridge and you're seeing like chocolate and like whatever, like junk. How your brain will still be so confused, like, oh, I thought we were having a new personality now, I guess we're not. So it's really gonna confuse yourself and really hinder you being consistent. Because if you intend on being consistent and, like I said, you're sending different signals to your brain, the brain is going to be confused. There's no way you're going to be consistent. So, my love, you need to really be strict and hard on yourself and switch up things in your environments that doesn't go with the old personality. It has to go with the new personality. Everything you've written down, it has to go. It has to align. And like I said, say no to anything that is not what you want. You have to really learn the power of saying no. So, my dolls, the next thing is consistency, which I know is the topic. Consistency is very important. You have to keep on watching yourself and training yourself, because it's really not that easy. I don't want to say it's hard. It's really not easy to change a personality, especially if it's a personality you've had for lots of years, and trying to change it now might really be a challenge. It's really possible, because I definitely have changed mine, but it can be a challenge depending on how long or how old you are, but I know it's very possible. So we need to ensure that we are disciplined. I think discipline is very important. You have to discipline yourself, discipline your thinking, discipline what you do, what you say to yourself, because we have to also be kind to ourselves. I remember also being very annoyed, if I'm supposed to, like, for instance, so when I was like changing how I speak, for instance, and then I realized, oh shit, I said this in a way, in a tone of voice I wasn't supposed to. Then I'll get really mad and then be so angry when I go home. It's like, oh my god, I can't believe I spoke like that. Why would I do that? And just like overthink, which I feel like it's a lot of us tend to do that. If you're like that, just remember to really be easy on yourself whilst also disciplining yourself. So in a case like that, you're like, oh no, I shouldn't have done that. I should be more aware. So now you realize that, okay, I need to be more aware of what I'm doing. I need to be more disciplined, and then work in that. Then just like berating yourself and insulting yourself, because trust me, that won't even work. Like, if anything, you're stressing yourself even more, and there's no way you're gonna keep on the consistency in your journey. So if you try and have like positive thoughts and also positive affirmations, because I love affirming. If it's like you wake up in the morning, you say, oh, today I'm gonna show up as the most feminine and best version of myself. You have to also continue to affirm, because once you affirm, you say in a statement over and over and over again, the brain starts to believe it, and it starts to look for signs that align with that saying. So if you keep on saying it, I know at first you might not believe it, you might be like, oh God, please, I'm not. But if you keep on doing that, like I said, you need to really be consistent. If you need to set an alarm for it, or have little reminders in your house of who you are or the new personality you want to be, that will really help. Because I really love having notes of like sticky notes, and I just write like a reminder to myself, like reminder you are loved, or reminder you are feminine, just little things like that to remind me of who I am. Because of course days pass, time passes, you might go back to the old personality without even knowing. But once you see that note or have that alarm go up, and you're like, okay, great, I need to affirm, I need to change my thinking again. So the more you do that, the more your brain is changing to the kind of woman you want. So it's really, really important. I love that. I love this point so much, because I feel like if anything, it really helps you with the feeling. Because remember, I was talking about feeling. You can look like one, but you might not feel like one. So to really feel and to like be true to that woman, you really need to start doing affirmations, because I know that it really helped me. Another point I have is to have daily habits that make up the new identity. So, for instance, I don't know why I always go to like fitness and health. I think that's because it's something I had to change for myself. But for instance, for me, because I wanted to have a toned body and to like look really good and be that kind of woman who works out and eats clean and healthy. So I decided to like do, even if it's like 10, 20, 30 minutes every day of Pilates, or it could be stretching, it could be yoga for you, it could be actual gym, it could be going on your 10k steps, running, whatever that is for you. Just ensure that you have like little daily habits that you can do to remind you of who you are. So every morning when I wake up and I go for my Pilates classes, I'm like, okay, yes, this is the woman I am. The woman who wakes up, dresses up, goes for her Pilates, hangs out with friends and drinks a matcha, and comes back and makes a very nice chicken Caesar wrap or a nice bowl of oatmeal, just something, like just do something. For me it was Pilates, for you it could be anything. For you it could be painting, it could be drawing, it could be, it could really be anything. But just start small. Don't really like have so many habits that you have to do and then change everything, because then you might overwhelm yourself and then lose track of everything. So just having those daily habits that keeps you consistent in your feminine journey, and just to also remind you, give your brain that reminder of, okay, this is who I am, this is what I do. I wake up and I do this. I wake up and it could be brushing your hair, it could be making your hair, it could be applying makeup, it could be doing skincare. It really could be anything, but you have to do something new that you don't normally do before. Kind of break that pattern you have of your old personality. So it's like bringing and training your brain again into the new personality you're trying to bring in. So last but not least is to be accountable for yourself. If you have a partner, if you have a friend, someone you're doing this with, or someone that knows about your journey, that will help, so they can also help you be accountable. It's like, they can call you and be like, oh, did you do this today? Or, remind you also to like do this and keep you accountable for continuing your consistency. If you happen to not have anyone, it's something you can do yourself. Just always remember to take accountability for what you did. Like, always remember, okay, like, check in with yourself. Okay, today, did I do what I was supposed to do? You know, because it's like the habits I wrote down, have I done any of it? Like, really go and check in and keep yourself accountable. If it's like, have given yourself like little rewards, because I know I thrive on rewards. Like, it's like, okay, so today, if I go for my Pilates today, I'm gonna go to the shop to just buy an earring, or I don't know, it could be something small, or just, oh, since I did my Pilates today, I'm gonna buy flowers to treat myself, or I'm gonna buy this drink, or I'm gonna, you know, just like celebrate your wins. Even if it's just small things, celebrate yourself, because then you have more motivation, I guess. Like I said, this really works for me, especially the first time I started doing it, because I was like, oh my god, I'm dreading going for this class. But it's like, oh, but after I get to buy myself flowers, or I get to like go to this very nice coffee shop and have a treat of like this really nice cheesecake, or I don't know, a muffin, I don't know, something, you know. Just try to like reward yourself for every little thing you do, because like I said, it's really gonna help you build motivation, and it also goes with the point I made of being easier on yourself. So I feel like that's great. And also, the days you don't end up doing that small habits, then you hold yourself accountable and you're like, oh no, I don't get to do this today. And you know, it's like a natural consequence. You know, it's like, oh, okay, well, I didn't go from Pilates today, I don't get to, you know, go outside to buy my flowers, you know. So you really have to hold yourself accountable for your journey, because at the end of the day, everything we're doing is to make ourselves happy. We just want to be happy, we just want to be the best version of ourselves. So everything is for you. So at the end of the day, even if you have no one, you need to still do this by yourself. So my dolls, we have come to the end of this episode. Please let me know if you enjoyed it, and also please let me know what you're doing that might help in your femininity journey that I might not have covered or spoken about. So you can share it in the community, and we can all get to know what you're doing to help you in your own personal journey. Do not forget to subscribe, like this video, and share. I love you, dolls. Have a wonderful day. Bye.